Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome all subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 11:59 a.m.
Right guys, so I thought I'd try and sort things out today. So I have just come back from taking Max, my chihuahua, for a walk around Rochester Riverside. Just lately my left leg has been playing me up and it feels really weak, and I didn't want to risk going right away around the field this morning, so I just did a little circuit, a tiny little circuit, taking it easy. I held onto the rails coming up the stairs. When I came up the stairs, there was a male cleaner with black hair and a black beard, holding his mop and bucket or brush, whatever it was. I said good morning to the cleaner and I came into my flat. And I knew that I had an appointment for a scan on Thursday at 4:20. And to be honest with you, I wasn't happy with the time going to the hospital at 4:20. A, you've got the kids coming out from school. B, it gets dark. And last time that I went to the hospital, I did indeed take a bus. And it was very, very packed. It was very, very crowded. And coming home at night, you know, a woman travelling alone, you know, it can be scary. And I felt well then. I actually felt quite well in myself the last time I went up to the Medway Maritime Hospital. I felt well enough to use public transport, and I felt well enough to maybe walk part of the way. But today and the past few days I felt really, really bad. And I got up one morning and I almost collapsed on the floor. My leg just gave way. So I thought, right, what am I going to do? Last time I went to the Medway Maritime Hospital in G4S Transport. It was a lady at St Mary's Medical Centre Strood, a doctor from there, that told me to get G4S Transport, hospital transport. So when I phoned up and cancelled my scan the first time, the lady said to me, well, why don't you get G4S Transport, she said. I said, I'm having difficulty getting up there because what I've got wrong with me is severe bleeding. When I've got a period, I bleed all over the place, and no joke, you know, it's not nice travelling on a bus when you're heavily bleeding. It's not nice travelling on a train when you're heavily bleeding, or in a taxi, if you know what I mean. I also feel very faint, and I, you know, don't feel well enough to get onto a bus. I don't. And I certainly don't feel well enough to travel on a train. And so I thought, right, I'll use my own initiative. I rang G4S Transport, NHS Transport, hospital transport, and I was eligible for transport last time because I went up there about 4 times to the hospital when I had a blood transfusion and iron infusions. I went up in G4S hospital transport, and they didn't use a wheelchair all the time to travel me about in. So I rang them up this morning out of my own back initiative, found the number off of my iPhone, and this very officious woman answered the phone with an accent. I don't know whether it was Liverpudlian. It sounded like she was from Liverpool or Manchester. Very auspicious lady answered the phone. She said, can I have your NHS number please? So I gave her mine, Crystal's NHS number, over the mobile phone. She went through a load of questions, and I don't know whether they were trick questions or what she was doing, but I knew I wasn't going to get transport, put it that way. I knew it. When you first get to G4S, there's a barrage of, if anyone's abusive to the call operators, we won't provide transport for anybody that's abusive to call operators. When you get on to, so you get a minute's worth of behave yourself, because if you use abusive language to the call operators, you won't get any transport. And I'm a very quiet, person, and I don't actually feel very well lately. So it was like she was trying to provoke me into, because I kept saying, she said, well, Crystal, you don't qualify for G4S transport. If you're not using a wheelchair, you don't qualify for it, and you're not using walking aids. I said no, but I'm about to get in touch with my doctor's surgery, which I am doing in the process of getting in touch with the doctor's surgery, because the amount of blood loss that I've been having with these heavy periods, I mean, I just don't feel well enough to make my own way up to the hospital. I'm going to have some trouble getting to the doctor's surgery. I just feel very, very dizzy. So basically I was refused transport, and the lady gave me a number for the travel cost scheme. So if anybody else is going through what I'm going through, I was refused free transport, free NHS transport. So the travel cost scheme is 0300 330 1343, where you can claim your expenses back. Not everybody can, and I was given an email address. I was also told to phone my consultant up, and it was actually the consultant's office that told me to phone G4S in the first place. It's a joke, isn't it? I phoned cancelling an appointment, and they told me to ring hospital the G4S, and G4S have refused me transport. And I kept saying, I wasn't shouting. All I said was, thank you very much. I will take the travel cost